How did you deal with people playing in your face for so many years without crashing out? That's an excellent question. Wouldn't you want to know? No, but seriously, the Christmas of 2018, my auntie gifted me a book called Remember and Return. It was a 31-day devotional that helps you grow closer and get closer to the Lord Jesus Christ. So I actually committed for January 2019. I actually committed 31 days to reading that devotional. And I can say by the end of that 31st day, I felt stronger in my spiritual life. And it gave me the skills to cultivate patience, knowing that everybody just simply, we just all aren't on the same spiritual level. There's some people that are just high vibrational because they were born high vibrational, and there's some people that grow into that. Hold on, it's playing. It's some people that just decide like they don't want to live a low vibrational life, uh, just consumed with drinking and drugs and all that type of stuff. They just want to live a happy, peaceful life. They want to be able to interact with people with peace. They want to know, conversational skills to get things done. They want to know communicate. They want to know how to communicate to just simply de-escalate situations and get things done. Some people don't like drama. They don't deal with it. They don't have to because they have the mental capacity to deal with situations that arise in life. We all dealing with the same stuff. So I've learned patience and I learned grace. People will tell you exactly who they are. They will tell, just give them enough time. They will tell you exactly who they are. So you don't have to sit up here and be like, I can't believe he did that. You already know. People tell you exactly who they are. You can't really hide because I've seen so much devilish stuff these past 5, 6, 7, 8 years that nothing really surprises me anymore. The only thing that really brings me joy in my life is knowing that I am in complete control of my mood when I wake up in the morning and who I choose to be around. So patience has definitely helped me in many, many areas of my life. And with this knowledge, you just let people be who they are. You don't force things. You trust people to be who they are. I believe DMX said that. And that's a very true statement. You won't be caught off guard. Yeah. How did you deal with sexism majority of your life? How did it affect your psychology? Very, very, very traumatic experiences with sexism, misogyny, male chauvinist. I dealt with a lot as a child as far as that. And as I grew and I became more aware of my womanhood and the importance of being a woman, I kind of let that stuff go. Like ignorance doesn't have a face. It could be any color, any age, and when you have the louder majority acting out and just speaking with so much ignorance, you can come to begin to believe that that's actually the truth because it's so loud and overwhelming. But the truth of the matter is, both women and men play very important roles on this earth. And I am happy to be a woman. I'm glad to grow to this point of all that traumatic experiences, with people misinterpreting the Bible and just making up their own understandings and trying to build a life around the Bible instead of allowing the Bible to transform your life. You can tell, you can see people out here playing. Like they do not believe and they do not follow God. And those true Christians, we can see y'all. We can really see y'all. And even though they may have things that's working on this third 3D um, level in the spiritual world, they can't touch people who's genuinely walking with Christ, because the suffering is real. The suffering is very real, and there's no way around it. You can't skip the process. The suffering is what makes you a Christian. And if you're just trying to rush to get to a certain um, social status or get to the bag or get some money, you're not going to get the full development of what a Christian actually is. And a lot of people who say they Christians, they ain't Christians, y'all. You have discernment. It's playing, hold on. But discernment is very important. And years ago, I was praying some deep prayers. I was praying for perfect discernment and things like that. And it was painful going through those tests, trials, and turb- tur- tribulations. Couldn't get that out. But it's just the reality of life. And it's sad knowing that women are put on earth to perform certain miracles and certain missions, but the men that are here to protect them, they could be very lost in the sauce of lust, anger, um, and deceit. My desire all these years was just to be safe from all that, to not have to deal with it, but I still have to deal with it. I just know how to um, maneuver my emotions around it and come into acceptance that some people are won't grow out of misogyny and male chauvinism, but to know that there's a larger group of men who are tapping into their feminine and masculine energy and understanding softness and when to be a leader and when to take the lead and knowing how to balance those different sides of a human being. It's not necessarily nothing of this has anything to do with sexuality, and a lot of people like to attach sexuality with the feminine frequency, when in reality femininity is just nurturing. And obviously men can be nurturing to their kids. It doesn't have to be, I got my hair done, I got nails. It doesn't have to be all, it's not all that. It's knowing how to nurture the patience, the warmth, the understanding, the ability to um, strategize and to use what somebody give you and build upon it. That's what femininity truly is. And it's a larger group of men out here that think that hair and nails have something to do with femininity. Some of the most feminine women in the world don't know nothing about this material fashion world we live in the Western continents, you know? So that was a long-winded answer, but it's been a journey maneuvering this industry and this world as a girl and now a woman.